lovely SPIRiTED community. Thank you for joining me again for another weekly meditation. Right now, I am currently reading a book called The Presence Process by Michael Brown. And I'm on week 6, which is all about integrating our emotions. Now, I know we talk a lot on here during our meditations about feeling into our emotions and finding the balance between the good and the bad. So I thought that this week would be a really good opportunity to share some of the readings from Michael Brown's book and to talk a little bit more about how we can integrate our emotions. So whenever you're ready, we're going to start by taking a comfortable seat, whatever this means to you. You can sit cross-legged on the floor, on a yoga mat. You can sit on your knees, on a meditation cushion. You can sit in a chair or on the couch with your feet flat on the floor. You can even lie down if that's what's most comfortable for you. You can place the hands in the lap, either with the back of one palm on the top of the other and your thumbs touching, or with the backs of your palms rested comfortably on the tops of your lap, with your palms facing up. And this will allow you to be a little bit more receptive of the energy that we create during our meditation here today. Or you can place your palms facing down in your lap, and this will allow you to keep your practice a little bit more inward towards yourself today. Just make sure you set up this meditation in whichever way resonates most with you today. You can place the tongue behind the 2 front teeth and gently swallow if you feel the need to relax your throat. We're going to roll our shoulders back. Just take a deep breath in, let it all out with a sigh. I want you to feel the muscles in your face. And if you're holding any tension in these muscles, I want you to just see if you can melt that tension away with every inhale and every exhale. I want you to feel this melting sensation travel down your body, into your neck, and down the base of your spine, allowing your body to relax softly into the earth. Your arms will start to feel heavy, and your hands will feel weighted in your lap. And as this sensation travels down our body, our legs and our feet feel heavy. We let go, and we find ourselves rooted into the earth. I want you to focus the same relaxing energy, the point in the center of the belly. And remember that whenever our mind starts to wander, we can always bring our focus back to this point. simply remembering that our mind is always going to wander. The goal of our meditation is not to silence our thoughts, but to stop and observe the thoughts that come up and let them pass by. When our meditation is over, then we can come back to these points and reflect on the thoughts and emotions that came up and begin to understand them. Ultimately, that's what this week is all about, is integrating these emotions. It's about experiencing these emotions no matter how good or how bad. Michael Brown writes, "We attempt to have a good time because we feel bad. And we attempt to make things easy for ourselves because our experience feels hard. The problem is that when we spend our time chasing one experience as we flee another, what we are actually doing is bouncing off the walls of a self-created perceptual prison. This commotion may trigger significant outer activity, and we may experience a variety of physical, mental, and emotional situations. But we accomplish zero authentic movement. This is why we don't judge our progress through the presence process based on how good we feel or how easy it is. When it comes to initiating emotional growth, authentic movement, good and easy are not barometers of success. They're actually indicators of avoidance and denial. To activate authentic movement requires an integrative approach. One that elevates our perception to a point where it's no longer necessary to label our emotional experiences as good or bad. In present moment awareness, there are no good or bad emotions. There's only energy in motion or not in motion. In present moment awareness, all emotional states are considered varying grades of fuel for different intensities of movement. To achieve full throttle and thereby cover the maximum distance during our human experience, we use the entire range of fuels available to us. And for this to happen, requires us to become all-inclusive of all of our emotions, instead of excluding some of them. He goes on to list out the process of emotional integration as a procedure, and it goes a little bit like this. Step 1 is all about dismissing the messenger. So whenever we become emotionally upset, the first thing that we can do is acknowledge that the person giving us this information is actually just a messenger. We've all heard the expression, don't shoot the messenger. Well, don't shoot that messenger. Don't take your emotions out on that messenger, but recognize that that's all that person is the messenger. And take them out of the equation. Do not react to the messenger. But instead, and as the process goes on, with step 2 is to receive the message, and all the message really is an insight. We get the message. Even if it's just something that causes us upset, there's a message there. There's an insight to why that is causing so much upset. And this is when we can start to integrate and understand where that feeling might have come from. And we don't even always have to come up with an answer as much as it's helpful just to ask the question. So step 3 and the last step is feeling unconditionally. And Michael Brown goes on to explain that instead of externalizing our discomfort by resorting to blame, all we have to do is digest the uncomfortability of that upsetting experience. Sitting with that moment, no matter how good or no matter how bad. And that's a lot of what we talk about here at SPIRiTED Detroit. We don't need to fix it. We don't need to distract ourselves from it. We don't even need to heal it. We don't even need to understand it. All we have to do is feel the emotion that comes up. That's it. Just feel it unconditionally without trying to change it. I want you to take a deep breath in. And I want you to let your exhale go with a sigh, just letting go of anything that might have come up during this practice. Keeping your eyes closed, I want you to gently begin to bring your awareness back to the present moment. You can bring your hands to prayer in front of your chest, bow your head. I want you to just take a moment to honor any emotions that may have come up. Just to make a commitment to yourself to feel unconditionally and integrate any emotions that come up from this point forward. Remembering and honoring that this is a process and it's never going to happen right just the first time that we give it a try. But that's why we come to our meditation practice every single day, as it gives us a chance to work on ourselves and integrate our emotions. Thank you all for sharing this beautiful practice with me today and for taking some time out of your day to learn about how to further integrate your emotions. I hope this was helpful for you. Namaste. And again, the book from today's readings is called The Presence Process by Michael Brown. If you haven't heard of it or if you haven't read it, I highly recommend. It's one of those books that's super universal, and it's a great read for anybody, no matter who you are, really, rather. I think it's a book that every adult should read in their lifetime. We all experience emotions and we all experience life, and this is just a great process to go through and how to make it a little bit easier. If you want to stay updated, we post meditations on our YouTube channel every week, so be sure to subscribe to our channel below if you want to stay up to date. And if you're in the Metro Detroit area, we host SPIRiTED meditations live once a month, the second Saturdays of every month in Spirit Plaza from 11 a.m. to 12 o'clock noon. This is the perfect place and the perfect opportunity to come and meditate with our community and join us as we envision the beautiful progress for our city that we have together. We hosted our first meditation recently, and the outpour of support and success was more than I can even describe. Our next meditation live is on August 10th in Spirit Plaza, so I hope to see you there, and I hope you have a great rest of your day.